How can you tell if someone's really rich? Most of the time, we really don't know. We just make guesses based on what we see on them. We also think that a lot of people are healthy based on how they look, but a simple health check often shows the opposite. A lot of wealthy people are the same way. But why do we think of some people as rich before we even know how much money they have? It's as simple as this: symbols of status. Notably, status symbols are mostly things that can be seen and are often used to judge a person's wealth. These often include houses and cars, but are not limited to those. Still, we all know that sometimes you have to fake it until you make it, and the most cost-effective way to look rich on a budget is to drive a cheap car that looks expensive. So, let's look at a list of cheap cars that make you look rich. Number 12. 2009 Jaguar XK8. This gray 2010 Jaguar XK Coupe came from Mecum Auctions. Before Jaguar replaced the XK8 with the F-Type, many wealthy people who didn't want to buy a German or Italian sports car went for the XK8. This was before the F-Type came along and replaced it. Even though it was made in the late 2000s, this beautiful Jaguar looks very modern, and the engine performance isn't bad either. It has a 4.2-liter V8 engine that makes 300 horsepower and gets the car from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 5.6 seconds. Inside, you'll find a luxurious leather interior with wood accents and comfortable seats that looks like it came from a Jaguar. The whole package will cost less than $20,000 for an example that's in good shape. That's about the same price as a used Miata from 2015. After you've driven one of these cars and heard the V8 engine under the long hood, a Miata will no longer be a good choice. 11. XGSR 2008 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Special Edition. Trying to improve a car that's been called the ultimate version of a rally car for the street is definitely not easy. Mitsubishi, on the other hand, did just that with their new Lancer Evolution for 2008. It has a lot of power and a new look that makes it look like a much more expensive sports car. It has the same basic shape as before, but the design has a lot of new sharp edges and clean accents like the front diffuser and the spoiler. One of the reasons that we like the 2008 Evolution XGSR so much is that its price has gone down over the years and recently sold for only $19,000. Number 10. 2009 Maserati Gran Turismo. Maserati Spider's sexier sister, the Gran Turismo, might be an even better choice than a car just mentioned, the Maserati Spider. The Italian sports car had a Ferrari-made V8 engine that could make some of the most beautiful sounds a person has ever heard. Not only did it sound good, but it also looked great. It also made me think it was an exotic car. On top of that, the price was actually pretty good. We were able to find a 2012 Gran Turismo for sale on Bring a Trailer for $31,500. It's a working vehicle that can be driven. The price of a model from 2009 should be much lower. Number 9. 2019 Buick LaCrosse. It took Buick a while, but they finally figured out how to find a good balance between the high-end features in their cars and their affordable prices. The LaCrosse is a 4-door sedan, and if it weren't for the huge Buick logo on the front, no one would ever guess it was a Buick just by looking at it. Buick, on the other hand, has stayed true to its roots. As a result, the 2019 model costs about $20,000, even though the car looks and seems like it would be quite expensive. With the new path they're taking, it's possible that Buick will become a strong competitor in the near future. Number 8. BMW 2 Series Drop Top 2015 model. Even though the BMW 2 Series has always been a customer favorite, it's still one of the models that's considered to be cheap. It also has all the elegance and sophistication we expect from a BMW, and it looks like it would cost a lot more than it actually does. The previous version of the BMW 2 Series can be bought for less than $20,000, which is a good deal considering that its design and elegance have always been associated with the highest levels of luxury. The 2 Series may not have as much power as more expensive cars, but they look good, and BMW is very good at making cars that look good. 7. 2015 Cadillac ATS. Cadillac is still doing what it's always done, as it continues to make some of the most affordable luxury cars on the market. The only difference is that they've put more emphasis on luxury, which can be seen in their new ATS model. This could be a good thing for them. It is a smaller Caddy, but it has a new look that's sure to catch people's eyes. The price is by far the best part. We found that 2015 ATS models can be bought for less than $20,000 each. The ATS is without a doubt a strong opponent, and it's often thought of as one of the best luxury cars for the money on the market today. 6. 2018 Infiniti QX30. With Infiniti, they take things even higher, as shown by the QX30, which is a luxury sub-brand of Nissan, one of the most well-known car companies in the world. Nissan's not known for making cars that are inexpensive. This crossover is one of the best-looking ones on the market right now, and the best part is that it costs about the same as the other models on the market. The base model of the Infiniti QX30 costs around $18,000. But the way it looks makes it look much more expensive than it actually is. 5. 2017 Jaguar XE. Since the first time it came out on the market, Jaguar has been known as one of the top companies in the world for making luxury cars. Even so, the brand's car models have always been known for their higher prices, at least until depreciation starts to happen. The XE has all the luxury and high-end looks of other Jaguar models, but it doesn't cost as much as those other cars. You can buy an XE from 2017 for less than $20,000 right now. Aside from the Jaguar logo, the size and the look of them give the impression that it's quite expensive. Number 4. 2017 Lexus IS. When people think of semi-luxury cars with reasonable prices, Lexus is one brand that comes to mind right away. It's Toyota's luxury line, and the cars in it are more stylish and have more room for, well, everything. They may cost more than a regular Toyota, but when you think about how luxurious they are, it's safe to say that buying one of these is a good deal. When people see the IS, they immediately think it's an expensive car because of its smooth lines and aerodynamic shape. On the other hand, the IS is more affordable because used cars from 2017 can be bought on the used car market for less than $20,000. 3. 2014 Mercedes-Benz CLA. Mercedes-Benz is a name that's always been associated with wealth and luxury, and the CLA class lives up to all the standards set by earlier versions of the car. Even though it only has 200 horsepower, it gets great gas mileage, looks great, and of course, drives smoothly and comfortably like all Mercedes-Benz cars. The Mercedes CLA is a small car and an entry-level model. Some of these Mercedes are being sold for a lot less than $15,000. This is a big difference from how much a model with 3-pointed stars usually costs. Number 2. 2017 BMW X1. Everyone knows that BMWs are too expensive for most people to buy. In addition, BMW cars have unique and high-quality looks that give them an air of luxury. Even though they look like they would have cost a lot, some BMW models are actually not too expensive. Compared to some of BMW's other newer sports cars like the M4, the X1 is one of the company's models that's easier on the wallet. The X1 usually comes with all the high-end features and comforts that you want, like a speedometer that shows up on the windshield and heated seats. You can now get an X1 for a little bit more than $20,000, and you won't have to give up any creature comforts to do so. Number 1. The 2007 Range Rover Sport. If you want to feel like a real celebrity while you're driving, the best choice is a well-kept Range Rover. Because Land Rover products tend to, fall apart, we put a lot of weight on the fact that the people who used to own these cars were required to keep them in good shape. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for more.